Hello. God knows how long this is going to record for. Got no idea. Oh no. Wrong button. More wrong buttons. There we go. Right. Let's get ready to go. We're going to Redditch. Going to be late, but we're going to Redditch. Well, it depends on which sat nav I look at. Oh, where's my seatbelt gone? Right. Time now. 7 o'clock on the dot. That's Sutton, Scotland. Heading north. Wait for this car to go. And we can go. I think you're pointing at the stars again. Fucking hell. Maybe not. I don't know. What do I know? Got a light load again, which is nice. Keeps me fuel figures looking presentable. Not that I get paid any extra for keeping my fuel figures sensible. I should do. But it's just good practice, isn't it? Really? It's a bit moist, I think would be the correct terminology. So we're going to a distribution centre and we'll see what they're like.
After half a mile, keep right, then keep right.
Got a fair amount of time, so I'm not worried.
Keep right, then keep right.
So straight up the A34, straight up the M40, job done. So an easy little run today. Overnighted in Newbury last night. Quite a night actually. Quite a night. Didn't sleep particularly well, and I managed to set my alarm wrong this morning, so I got up half hour earlier than I needed to. Now you can either accelerate in your Jaguar. Well done, good man. That's the way to do it. I'm actually quite grateful for a bit of rain because it's cleared all the bugs off my windscreen. But my wipers have turned into having a mind of their own at the moment. I'm making a funny noise at the end of each swipe. Ah, okay. That's better. They were doing intermittent and then they were going like all the time and then they were going full blast. And it wasn't really raining hard enough. It was raining like this, so there's no need to go into full blast. Still making a bit of a funny noise at the end of each swipe, so I don't know what's going on there. Truck's in for service tomorrow, so we'll point it out to them. They won't do anything, but we'll point it out to them. else do I know? Not a great deal. I don't think I've got any words of wisdom. Gorgeous Kira's gone down with the flu. She went out at the weekend, Friday night when I was away, with a couple of her friends, and one of them tested positive. So she's come down with a sore throat and immediately thought the worst, but she's tested negative, so she still hasn't had it. She's been lucky. Yeah, she's been lucky. So when the battery goes, the battery goes. Simple as that. That's how it works these days. No fancy editing for me. I might bolt it onto another one. Then again, I might not. There's things, as I'm going along, I think of things. And then I forget them. And there was 2 or 3 things I've thought of over the last couple of days. I thought, I must mention that, must have a little chat about that. And do you think I can remember them now? Can I? Fuck. Ah, I remember. If you're a truck driver, you might belong to some of the Facebook pages, trucking Facebook pages on Facebook. And I'm always astounded by the answers that you get. You know, somebody asks a question and they're giving good advice, bad advice, indifferent advice, sarcastic advice, rude advice. And it's like, geez, you know, the bloke or the girls come on and said, right, I'm going to ask this question, what do you think? We don't need smart ass fucking answers. They just want to know, you know. I tell you, it's full of wankers. Like a lot of these Facebook groups are. In real life, they wouldn't say boo to a goose. Yet they get on the old keyboard warrior sort of thing, and they feel like they can say what they like. They're all bigging themselves up. Oh, I told him this, I told him that. Fuck off. And the question was, the question was that, from what I can make out, a youngish lad in his 20s saw a bloke pissing by the rear of his trailer and thought it was disgusting. Now, there's 2 sides to every story here. A, yes, he could have walked the 5-minute walk, because apparently it was about a 5-minute walk to where the toilets were in the thing. But when you get to a certain age and you need to go. You ain't got 5 minutes spare. You know, you're lucky if you get it into a parking spot. You know, and that's it. Not bad. And having a piss. It's as simple as. So to say, oh, you can go to, that's all right as a 20-year-old. You can hold it in forever. You can go to bed on a full bladder. You know, but as you get older, you can't. Simple. It's just it's a simple fact. And for those of you that haven't got that issue, then you're fucking lucky. And so there's lots of reasons why, you know, you need to take a piss sometimes rather rapidly. Now, I always carry a Lenore bottle. Just easy, you can use it in the cab. I don't have to get out, I don't have to make the lay-by stink of pee. I can just you know, just use it in the cab, just use it. Because I do get caught short quite often. You know, when I need to go, there's no mucking around. You know, I ain't got time to go, oh, there's a services in 10 miles, I'll just wait until then. Because I can usually get there But as soon as my mind goes into, yeah, the service is in 10 miles, I can get there. No, my mind's like, my body clock is on countdown. And countdown is, as soon as I come off the slip road, it's like, right, I need to go now. Not in another 5 minutes time, it's like now. And that's why I carry a Lenore bowl. Then somebody said, you know, in the comments said, why don't you use a bowl? I use a bottle and I use a bottle all the time, you know, those sort of things. And then this other young lad come on and said, why would you use a bowl? I think that's disgusting. Fucking hell. Let's not even get on the shit in a bucket, you know? What's the world coming to? You know, if you can't even perform your bodily functions, you know, we're trampers. And it's not that, you know, there is a reason why you're called a tramper, because you live in your truck, you know, and you don't have the best of lifestyles. But if you're on a lay-by overnight and you need to go to the toilet, you know, number 2, and it's 7 o'clock in the evening, you ain't due to move for another 11 hours, well, you could hold it in, but it's going to make it a very uncomfortable night for you. Would you do that under normal circumstances? No. Use a bucket. You know, you line it with a bag. Well, you've got to make sure it's the right sort of bag. I use pedal bin liners, 25 litres, because they fit my bucket nice and snug. If you use a bin liner, they're massive. And it's just a waste of a bag. You just bag it up, dispose of it. There's nothing right. It's no different than picking up after your dog after the dog's had a shit. A little bit bigger, depending on the size of your dog, right? But that's disgusting. Well, don't become a tramper then, because you're either going to give yourself intestine problems, severe stomach cramps, or you're going to be severely constipated. I don't get people that complain about it. You know, there's ways around it. Deal with it. You've got to go, you've got to go. I just don't, it just baffles me what, you know, it's, you know, you're just going to the toilet. I mean, since you know, when we had lockdown, and we were refused. I mean, there was lots of places I went, and although we were given a letter to say you must allow us to use your toilet, a lot of places said no. And a lot of places we go to, I wouldn't want to use their toilet, because it's just absolutely, there's stuff walking around in there, you know. Hasn't been cleaned in about 10 years. It's absolutely heaving. I wouldn't get my arse anywhere near it. It's just minging. You know, you're likely to catch either hepatitis or Legionnaire's disease from turning the fucking hot tap on. So no. So since lockdown, I don't have a problem with the bucket or peeing in a bottle. To me, it's safer. So for these youngsters to say, oh no, it's right, it's like, oh, fucking grow up. So yeah, I want to talk about that. So I hope you're only eating your breakfast or your dinner or your tea, because it's in there, it'd be your tea, wouldn't it? So I normally put these videos at 4 o'clock. So, but it's it's the reality of driving a truck long distance and being a tramper all week. You know, I live in a metal box, which is probably the same space as you've got under your staircase, and that's what we live in. I'm not moaning about it, I'm just saying, you know, and you know, I choose to do it. I could choose to do something else if I really disliked it, but I actually quite enjoy it. And you know, this is my, you know, I spend more time in my truck than I do at home. That's fact. So this is my my home. It's where I live. It's where I sleep. It's where I eat, relax, work. You know, it's my sort of world is contained in here, Monday to Friday. Well, this week, Sunday to last week it was every day, wasn't it? So I ran in Saturday and ran out Sunday. And if it ain't for you, it ain't for you. It's that, you know, and it isn't for everybody. You know, it's a bit like, you know, for some people joining the army or the navy or the RAF. Well, not the RAF, because they're just the RAF. And they live in hotels anyway. They don't do anything. Swan about, looking pretty. They're like the RAF. That's the equivalent of V8 Scania boys, I tell you. High heels and frilly knickers. I'm not the RAF, but well, they deserve it. The only good thing about RAFs, but the RAF was they had good cooking.